That'll be Burt's second. She's picked up 2 quick ones here.
I feel like the Lady Cats, I mean, they need to kind of take a breath a little bit and just relax, because I felt like that last possession they really rushed. And there's no need to rush. I'm sure in the back of their mind they're thinking about that shot clock, but, you know, they've still got plenty of time.
Second chance there by Ray is no good, and it timeout here by Dawson.
Oh, he must have seen something that he's wanting to get corrected.
He really didn't like whatever he saw, because he was pretty hot when he called that timeout. Gilmer seems to just really be pressing itself hard here. They're getting pressed defensively, but really pushing hard on tempo and really struggling to control the ball. We've seen a lot of errant passes. There's just a lot of sloppy play offensively. Maybe feeling the pressure of knowing that they've really got to make the most of every possession.
Yeah, I think so too. And like I say, I'm sure, you know, the shot clock is maybe just a kind of in the back of their mind, and but they just need to kind of, like I said, take a breath, relax a little bit, and kind of just take control. It just looks like, you know, just rush, and like you said, they're just pressing, and it just doesn't work. But, I mean, Dawson is a good defensive team. The Lady Cats are doing a good job defensively also. I was watching Dawson warm up, and really and truly Porter's about the only one that had a decent three-point shot.
A trip and fall there by McCarron. Throw a three-pointer up there from Coker, no good. Maybe that timeout was good for Gilmer there as well to kind of reset a little bit. Dawson not applying quite as much pressure here this time. Three-pointer is short there from Waddell.
They can't let her just take that lane like that.
And a whistle underneath. This one's going to be on Gilmer. Waddell whistled for the foul there for Gilmer. That'll be her first. It's the team's second.
They really don't need to give them these extra chances. That can come back to haunt you.
Bishop at the line here for Dawson as Porter checks back in. Second one is in and good there for Bishop. She's got 3 points now. It's a 3-point lead for Dawson. Gilmer really needs a bucket.
They've done a pretty good job answering every time. So
this lead's never really gotten beyond 3-4 points.
But they need to continue to be patient. Nice little shot there by Poteet.
The contested shot there, but able to work it in, makes it a 1-point game again. Floater up off the glass. Lark Reese comes down with a rebound, and she's going to get fouled. That'll be Bishop's second.
And, you know, sometimes they look really good in the press break, and then other times they just kind of look out of sync.
Knocked away. Waddell has to come up and get it there, as that one didn't go out of bounds. Reese throws a three up. That one's up and no good. Now Gilmer going to try to apply a little bit of pressure, and Dawson will break it easily. Stop and shoot off the back iron. Put it back up and good for Bishop. 5 points now for Eva Bishop.
They don't need to be giving them second chances, that's for sure.
And a contact foul.
And that was a good call. I mean, kind of had an advantage there.
And that'll be on Coker, her first. As Lark Reese gets ready to inbound. Chastain works through that pick. Bounce pass underneath, go back outside to Waddell. Waddell top of the key. Chastain for three. Ray fighting underneath there for that rebound, couldn't come down with it.
Lady Cats are getting beat on the boards on both ends, and they really are going to have to control that to be contenders.
Who got that shot there, Donna?
That was Morgan Chester.
6 points now for her.
That is not a good thing right there. They stepped over the line. And that's kind of an unforced error there. First thing you do as an inbounder is you got to pick it up and look before you do anything. Stay in control.
Gilmer really ratcheting up the pressure there. Poteet making that a contested pass there with 2 minutes to go here in our second quarter. Too easy underneath there for Chester. She's got 8 points, and Gilmer's going to take a timeout.
So
quickly a 7-point lead now here for Dawson.
They've made a quick little run, and it has come from rebounds on both ends, and then just really an unforced error down there, stepping in bounds. You know, when you're the inbounder, and just careless mistakes, and so the Lady Cats kind of got to get their composure back and hopefully cut into this lead before halftime, because I think it's going to really be critical that they keep it close.
Yeah. Minute 54 to go here before the half. Gilmer really needs a couple of buckets here and a defensive stop or two.
Tell you what, Dawson's got their press pushed way up. You know, if they send somebody long, I think they could break it quickly. They kind of cleared out to let Reese bring it across.
That one gets knocked away as Miltiades drove to the lane.
Reese coming out for a break. Nice little move, but just didn't take the shot.
Three on the shot clock. That one gets knocked away there as Wilson threw a shot up that got blocked, and it will go down as a shot clock violation.
So that's 2 violations we've seen tonight, 1 on each team. I tell you what, Dawson has run that same little play all night long.
And it's working. Gilmer hadn't been able to stop it. And a 9-point lead here for the Lady Tigers. And a whistle.
I tell you what, Lady Cats kind of got bailed out on that one.
Sample Slater whistled for the foul. That's her second. Dawson 6th. And that's going to send Chastain to the line.
Nice, pretty form right there.
And a big point there for Gilmer. You'll take every point you can get.
That's 2 big points right there.
And Gilmer gives them right back, though, on the other end as Emma Grace McCarron drives straight to the basket.
They keep fouling. They're going to have to pull them out of that press. It was on Porter, wasn't it? That's our first.
That's correct. So here's Miltiades at the line.
Nice job right there.
That one rolls around and finds its way in. A little handoff there to Porter. And she's going to get fouled. Liza Chastain, her first.
Tell you, you can just tell Porter is a really good shooter.
Makes the first of the two. Yeah, she is. Boy, that ball just barely moves through the net.
Lady Cats just can't quite get their offense running like they need to.
McCarron comes down with it. She's going to race to the basket and lay it in. Shot clock's turned off here with 10 seconds to go and an 11-point lead here for Dawson. Gilmer trying to get it back to the single digits, can't do it there. And the clock expires here on the first half with Lady Tigers leading Gilmer 30-19. We'll take a timeout and be back to the high school here in just a moment.
When other dealers are hitting the brakes, Bill Hope Blue Ridge is stomping the gas with our biggest selection of the year. We've got over 400 vehicles in stock and North Georgia's biggest truck inventory. Head back to school in a new Chevrolet with our lowest payments of the year. Drive a new Chevrolet for just $199 a month. That's only $199 a month at Bill Hope. And we've never paid more for trades. And we'll buy your vehicle even if you don't buy from us. When it comes to North Georgia's largest selection of new trucks and pre-owned vehicles, there's only one name you need to know: Bill Hope Blue Ridge.
I'll be seeing you.
No, the thing I've missed the most during this entire time, this pandemic, has been you.
I love playing to a live audience. There's nothing like it.
The COVID-19 vaccines are going to help us all get back to the moments we miss.
It's totally normal to have questions. I did too.
That's why it's so important to get informed.
So ask your doctor and get the facts. It's up to you.
30-19 is our halftime score. Dawson leading the Lady Cats. And speaking of the Lady Cats, let's hear from Coach Nunn and some members of the Gilmer Ladies Cat squad.
Coach Nunn, welcome back to year 5 on ETC. Tell us a little bit about your team this year.
We are a young team coming into this season. We lost a lot of seniors this past year. Have two seniors. I think we have 4 juniors, several sophomores, and several freshmen on the team this year.
And we talked to your seniors about their role as leaders on the team. What do you expect out of all of your players, not only on the court but also outside the gym?
Yes, I think my seniors, first of all, they've surprised me with how they have stepped into the leadership role. So they know that that's an expectation of mine for my seniors. And these 2 young ladies, Ellie Callahan and Lark Reese, are doing a fantastic job with that. On the floor, all these girls know that I have high expectations for their performance. They know that, when they step on the floor, that we're looking to work hard. It's not time at recess. We're out there to get the job done, to learn, to get better, and progress as a team. Off the court, the expectations are not any lower, and we expect that all of the girls on our team are successfully academically. We expect them to be leaders in the school and outside the school, and to display the best character possible at all times. I feel like all of these girls do a great job of that. We've never had problems with character before. I'm always proud of how these girls represent our team, represent themselves and their families out in the community and in the school.
And of course, you as head coach have a large part to play in that. Tell us a little bit about your coaching style and how you managed to develop that and how long you've been doing this.
Yeah, this is my last year coaching. This is my 33rd year teaching, and I'm retiring at the end of this year. So I've been doing this a long time, coaching most of those years. And I don't know that I don't even know if I know how to say what my coaching style is, other than that it's always high expectations. I expect honesty and hard work all the time. I expect everybody to get on the same page early and understand what's going on. They know we're going to try to play fast-paced. They know we're going to put in a lot of different things, and they're going to have to be able to keep up that pace. I hope they know that as we go through the season, that all of the hard work, which includes a lot of yelling and pushing from coaches sometimes, but I hope that's always balanced out with a little bit of caring and love. And they know that each of us coaches care very much about each and every one of them and want them to succeed not only now but later.
And I know we're currently haven't started the season yet, but what is your outlook as far as what you've seen on the court for this season?
Yes, well, I said that we're young, and we are, but so far I'm very pleased with the progress of these young players. We don't have a lot of girls with experience at the varsity level. Really have only 3 girls that have a lot of varsity experience. I have a couple more that have a little bit of varsity experience, but it's very young. And so far, these young girls are coming along very well. So it may be, about Christmas before I feel like they are where I want them to be, but for freshmen and sophomore players coming in, I'm very pleased with their progress.
All right, well, Lady Cat Susan Nunn, congratulations on your last season. We'll send it back to the court.
My name is Ellie Callahan. I'm a post this year, and my role as a senior is to be somebody that the girls can look up to on and off of the court.
My name is Laura Crease, and I'm a shooting guard, and my role as a senior is to just encourage all the girls and make sure that they're having a good time.
I've played basketball since I was in kindergarten, and my favorite memories would be going to the Sweet 16 the past 2 years.
I've played basketball since I was in kindergarten, so when I was 6, and my favorite memory has always been going to the beach with the team and getting to play basketball there and then enjoying the beach afterwards.
My plans after I graduate are to attend a university and play either basketball or volleyball, and I want to major in special education.
After high school, I want to go to Dalton State College and major in radiology and be a radiology tech.
Whether you're in the mood for chicken strips, a delicious burger, our classic banana split, or an upside-down thick blizzard treat, we've got you covered. Hot and fresh food every day, every time. And delicious DQ soft serve make the perfect pair at your favorite place. Not fast food, fan food fast. Your Blue Ridge, Ellijay, and Jasper Dairy Queens are your meet, eat, and treat headquarters.
Thank you for choosing DQ. How may I serve you?
Years of dedication, sacrifice, desire. It's all come down to this one moment. Game day, where only the strong survive, and the warrior with the best barbecue sauce always wins. Shane's Rib Shack, where every day is game day.
How prepared is your family if disaster shows up at your doorstep? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan before they show up. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
let's go.
You'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Yes! Make a plan today.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal,
Call State Farm agent Chris Wong in East Ellijay today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
ATC knows the internet is evolving, taking new twists and turns. As we add our input, make our choices, and follow the light that connects us all. It's quite a journey, one to experience with the fastest speeds available. Contact ATC. Connect to the internet speed that suits your journey and enjoy the ride.
There is a road laid out for me.
First night here, but Amy seems cool.
Leading down to the river. I am blind, but I need not see.
What do you think?
I know this road is there for me. If I'm really free, take me down to the river and walk.
United Country Talking Rock Realty says it best. I'm happy as long as I can see Sharp Top. From the ground up, new home to complete renovation or remodel, we have combined the amazing workmanship of SGC Groups, transforming the forgotten to the fabulous. Teamwork makes the dream work. For buying, selling, or flipping, call Sherry Martin at 404-375-0590 or Evelyn Calhoun at 770-733-0779.
Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Where do you want to go? And who do you hope to go there with? Is your current financial plan set up to get you there without mishap? Let's design a roadmap to create a financial plan you can follow with confidence. Get the piece that so many people are missing from their retirement. Find out how having a written plan can make a difference to your retirement dreams.
Call 844-971-4167. We have operators standing by.
Back here at Gilmer High School, 30-19. Dawson County leading the Lady Cats here on a Friday night of basketball here on ETC3. Caleb Frady and Donna Enos, and coach, for a offensively challenged Gilmer squad, really hung pretty tough there most of the first half.
They really did. I mean, Dawson kind of went on a 14-point run right there at the last 3 minutes and kind of pulled away a little bit. But, I mean, I feel like that, you know, the Lady Cats can just hang in there with them.
Absolutely. The first minute or two probably of this third quarter, really critical here. Gilmer been able to keep that deficit to around 3 to 5 points most of the game. Now you're down 11. Really need some baskets here quickly.
They really do, and they've got to be able to handle that pressure too.
Something they struggled with, and ball control, a little bit of a struggle as well. So we'll see.
I tell you what I'd like to do is I'd like Coach Nunn to see Coach Nunn when Laura Cruz takes that ball out, just to give it right back to her and let her drive that baseline.
Dawson off the turnover, and we get a whistle quickly. And that one's going to be on Lark Reese. That'll be her second.
They got to keep them off the foul line, though.
Yeah, they're really good. Ella Suta makes both of them. She's got 4 points. Not the start to the quarter the Lady Cats looking for there.
No. And you can see Dawson's really pushing their off, you know, with their defense, are pushing Lady Cats offense way out. Not giving them an opportunity to.
Throwing that spacing off quite a bit. Nice cut there by Reese. Couldn't get that one to fall.
And, you know, again, the Lady Cats are going to have to start rebounding. They've got to get on the board.
Little shoulder contact there from Chastain.
They're doing a good job defensively. Got an offensive foul call. That's good. It's 3 on her, on Burke.
Burke's got 3. She hasn't scored yet tonight. And
she's a presence on defense, though.
Going to go get her here at the next timeout as Gilmer turns it over again here. I believe they've had 3 offensive possessions here so far and have turned it over on 2 of them. Burke throws one up. and gets her first points of the day. A 4-0 run to open our Bill Holt Chevrolet third quarter here for Dawson, but that one rattles in as Brooke Wilson gets her first basket of the night.
And they needed that.
Wilson with the 2 points now and a whistle underneath. Lucy Ray whistled for her second.
And she was just at the line and made both of them. Those free throws look really good. Until they work on those.
Yeah, it's a well-coached group, and another timeout taken quickly here. It's a 6-2 lead for Dawson since halftime. A 36-21 game here in the third quarter, and Gilmer's still not making the most of its offensive possessions.
No, they're not, and I mean, the pressure is really bothering them from Dawson. I mean, Lady Tigers using that pressure, and it's just causing a lot of turnovers and frustration. You can just see it on their faces. I mean, they're playing as hard as they can play. They just can't be successful on every trip. And it's really, I mean, they're always really scrappy, play hard. But again, just, you know, take a breath, relax. Looks like Coach Nunn called a set play here.
Thought about a three.
I mean, they're just having to run their offense so far out.
Yeah, they're going to get a travel there.
Yeah.
As Liza Chastain.
Oh, they can't leave her wide open.
Bishop with 5 points now. 13-point lead here for the Lady Tigers. Looking to move to 500 in region play. Lark Reese with a basket.
And they needed that.
Nice spin move in the lane, and it'll fall. Morgan Chester. A quiet 12 points out of her.
I'm telling you. I mean, they've got to kind of cut into this lead a little bit.
Yeah, it's really going to get out of hand here for Gilmer. Basket needed, Reese. That one long. Rebounded underneath. Knocked away in the lane. Coming back down with it is Poteet. She'll run forward. And that one off the side. And Brooke Wilson frustrated there with the point-blank miss.
Ooh.
Ooh. Abby Samples-Slater, her first basket of the night. It's a beautiful three-point shot to make it a 14-point lead. Three-pointer up for Ray. That one's way off the mark.
They're just getting out-rebounded so much. And you can't win games when you're getting dominated on the boards.
Dawson got a little bit of a height advantage, but it's not overwhelming.
You know, rebounding is truly just about positioning. And I know size has a lot to do with it, but I mean, you know, if you get good position, it makes it really difficult.
Bunch of fresh faces coming in here with a 20-point lead for the Lady Tigers. Short bounces around. It's going to be rebounded by Bishop. Three-pointer, that one's short. Offensive rebound here for the Lady Tigers. Stop and throw it right back up is Kirkland Porter, and she's into double figures now with 11. A couple of really nice performances here tonight from the Lady Tigers, and a timeout taken here by Gilmer.
I think Coach Nunn's kind of sensing they're pulling away and needs to kind of get some things corrected. But I'm really impressed with Porter. I mean, she's just looks like a really natural player. Just you can tell she's been in the gym a lot. And I think the table's got a little question here with the officials.
Not sure if it was a full or a 30-second.
When you see them go sit down, you assume it's a full. So, you know, we see these officials a lot. I think they were up there at fanning almost every night for the tip-off tournament.
I got their cardio in.
Yeah. I tell you what, I can't remember the last time, week before Christmas, and it was 70 degrees.
I'm in shorts.
I know. I started wearing mine.
I'm not complaining about it. I don't mind it at all, but
feels like it's about 85 in here, though.
Yeah, this place has always been warm. I come dressed appropriately.
That's right.
For the conditions inside the cage. In a jump ball situation, going to give the ball back to Dawson as Anna Waddell checks into the game. Liza Chastain runs over to the bench.
And, you know, the Lady Cats pretty much played man-to-man defense all night tonight. Porter with that nice little step. And I've been harping on rebounds, and so they got one. So now let's see if they can use that to their advantage and get it back to 20.
Two-pointer there for Poteet. So I think that was a three-pointer.
Yeah.
8 points for Charlie Poteet. That one rolls across the lid. Three-pointer off the glass there for Dawson. Gilmer will come away with it.
They need to make a little run right here.
They got the opportunity to. Dawson with a lot of subs in and not pressing here.
Go to the line, take advantage of it here.
Eva Bishop whistled for her third. Sends Brooke Wilson to the line. She's got 2 points on the evening. Couple of fresh faces coming in. 3 fresh faces coming in here for Dawson.
You know, getting ready for this boys game. I mean, the Cats are 9-0. That's great.
Gonna have an exciting matchup there for the Bobcats.
Oh, that was a nice move.
Suta with 8 points now.
So they know what they're wanting to do. They're just getting pushed out.
Out physical a little bit. Gilmer taking it around the horn here. Reese, nice fake off the mark, but Reese throws a three-pointer up. That one rattles out. Much more aware of the shot clock there that time.
Yeah.
Off the rim, up and no good. And we got a jump ball. Possession arrow will give it to the Lady Cats here with 24 seconds to go here in our third quarter.
Dawson has kind of dropped back in that little zone and kind of just clogging that middle up.
Chester whistled for her second. Gilmer inbound here with 11 seconds. That's what they've been needing to do right there. Get it right back to Reese underneath. 4. Long three-pointer thrown up at the buzzer, and that one bounces off the back iron. No good. And at the end of 3, Dawson leads Gilmer 47-27. Back to LJ in just a moment.
Luttrell's Hardware in Copper Hill, Tennessee is your one-stop do-it-yourself shop. We stock everything from fasteners, electrical and plumbing parts, power tools, animal feed, and so much more. Save yourself a trip or two into town and come see us at Luttrell's Hardware on Highway 68 in Copper Hill, next to Runway Fireworks. Or give us a call at 423-548-3300.
When other dealers are hitting the brakes, Bill Hope Blue Ridge is stomping the gas with our biggest selection of the year. We've got over 400 vehicles in stock and North Georgia's biggest truck inventory. Head back to school in a new Chevrolet with our lowest payments of the year. Drive a new Chevrolet for just $199 a month. That's only $199 a month at Bill Hope. And we've never paid more for trades. And we'll buy your vehicle even if you don't buy from us. When it comes to North Georgia's largest selection of new trucks and pre-owned vehicles, there's only one name you need to know: Bill Hope Blue Ridge.
We played 3 quarters. And Chris Wong State Farm bringing you your fourth quarter here from LJ as Dawson and the Lady Tigers coming across the mountain and leading by 20 here in our final 8 minutes of play.
This will be the last region game going in until after the first of the year. So, you know, the Lady Cats will have some time to kind of make some adjustments.
Mark Reese's third there.
I know they played Christmas tournament after Christmas there, but, you know, the region plays what's so important.
No. Well, and you've had a game under your belt here now without Allie Callahan. It gives you a little bit more time to try to put together how you want to approach here the remainder of the season.
That's true. And there's a chance they're going to get her back.
Yeah.
And they're getting some shots. They just can't get them to fall. Good rebound.
Yeah, Brooke Wilson racing in there to grab that thing. Well, they played with a sense of urgency at times tonight, but it's been a pressing type of urgency as Lucy Ray gets the basket underneath.
Well, you know, when you look at it by quarters, I mean, the Lady Cats just, they did so good the first quarter. You know, it was like 11-9, and then they get outscored 19-10 the second quarter, and in the third quarter they get outscored 17-8, and so it's just kind of gone downhill for them. But you know, they need to bounce back, have a good, strong fourth quarter, leading into the Christmas break, get some positive things to come out of it, and you know, and build on it. I mean, that's, to me, that's the biggest thing, is build on what you're doing. And it takes patience. I mean, you know, sometimes coaches don't like to be patient, but, you know, I've always thought Coach Nunn did a good job with fundamentals and strategy. And so how you like the shot clock in high school?
It's different. Haven't really drawn a strong opinion on it one way or another here so far. Definitely seen several shot clock violations, mostly out of Gilmer here tonight.
Well, I tell you when it's going to really come in is when you've got a close game at the end.
Yep.
And everybody's used to slowing it down. And
will totally change the strategy for everybody. Would you want to coach with one?
Not really, because I always liked, you know, being able to take that last 2 to 3 minutes and slow everything down. But when you're working against the shot clock, I mean, in this, you know, in any sport that you've got a clock, when you, you know, are working against that clock in high school especially, I mean, if they try to work that clock down, they may not get the shot that you really want them to get.
Yep. It maybe speeds up your offense a little bit in that if you get even the slightest look of what you want, you got to take it because you may not get it again in the next 30 seconds.
That's right. And I think, you know, I really think high school, you'll see more of effect with that than you will in any other level. Most teams don't have that dominant shooter, that dominant ball handler that just is so aware. But I know that these kids that play AAU and stuff, they have played with the shot clock, so it's not totally new.
Three-pointer. Grace McCarron with 9 points now. One just continues to give the trailing team in a tight game late, continues to give them opportunities.
Yeah. I tell you, the Lady Cats are just not getting many open shots.
And they haven't gotten very many to fall either when they actually have had a few looks.
No. Good job getting that rebound there.
Boy, and a good job there by Dawson. McCarron was pinned up along the baseline there, worked through, and it'll end up in a three-pointer there for Suda.
I tell you what, you can tell that they work on that. That's the catch and shoot. It's going to be Sample's third foul.
3 points to go with the 3 fouls. Wilson rolls that one in.
Just getting 1 out of 2 there. They really needed both of them.
Gilmer down 24 here. Tipped pass in the lane. Gilmer will come back down with it. And Lady Cat's going to have some numbers. Mark Reese with the basket, 8 points now.
Well, I think you kind of set Burke on fire when you told her she didn't, when you said she didn't have any points.
Yeah, she's got a couple of baskets since then. Reese fouled underneath. Suta picks up her second.
You know, Dawson is really young. They've got a roster full of sophomores here.
This is a pretty good team, so a lot of opportunity to grow this season and into beyond.
Yeah. tell you, their post players are so strong. They get good position and just really kind of hold their position.
Knocked away there by Bishop, and she'll come down with the rebound here. Under 4 to play.
Tell you what, that was a perfect shooter's stance. Those feet a little bit wide and catch and shoot. Impressive.
A pair of three-pointers there from Sample Slater.
It's a good job by Miltiades.
4 points for her. 3 minutes to go here.
Well, that's 4 on Bishop. She's had a good game. I mean, she's been a good presence down there on the defensive end.
And with this lead here with the 4 fouls, they're content to let her stay in. Gonna get a jump ball.
Lady Cats need to score off this inbounds play.
Stop and shoot. Reese was there to get the rebound. Out hustled a little bit there by Chester. And this one knocked away and stolen here by Chastain. And she'll miss the lay-in.
You know, when they're missing those little layups, that's just frustration coming out there. Good job defensively.
2:22 remaining here in our 4th quarter. A 24-point lead here for the Lady Tigers.
Right now you're down 24. I mean, if there's something that you want to work on right here, this would be a good time to work on it. They did a good job blocking out. They just didn't go get the ball.
Coker. With the basket. And a timeout taken by Coach Nunn.
I think both coaches have about used their limited timeouts tonight. But, I mean, what they're doing is they're calling timeouts and they're coaching them through things. And that's what you need to do. I mean, that's a sign of a good coach. I mean, Coach Eric down there, we've watched him, and they've had a big lead, but he sees something he doesn't like, he calls a timeout, makes the adjustment. Same thing with Coach Nunn. So, there again, they're working on stuff that, you know, you just got to use this as like an extra practice session right here when you're down like this. The pep band is good and strong tonight.
It is, making lots of noise. Been kind of a quiet crowd. Of course, the home crowd hasn't had a ton to cheer for here since the 1st quarter, so band having to make a lot of the noise, and anticipate we'll have a vocal group here for our boys game.
Tell you what, the Bobcats are just having an impressive season so far.
Undefeated. As Chester picks up her 14th point of the night. And she leads all scorers. Dawson's got 3 in double figures. And another rebound. Gilmer's leading scorer, Mark Reese, tonight with 9 points. Poteet with 8. Lucy Ray has 6. Grace Bramlett whistled for the foul there.
Her first of the night.
Send Bishop to the line.
It's kind of like a little line drive shot there. It never even got over the rim.
This is both of them. Been a really good free throw shooting team here tonight, has been Dawson. And a whistle on the contact.
I know both coaches, they don't want any fouls right now.
Coker's second.
You know, that's kind of been the difference in the game. The Lady Cats just can't make those layups, and the Lady Tigers are making them.
And put McCarron into double figures now. Eight seconds to go. Both teams struggling with it. And a final shot put up there by the Lady Cats. And the Lady Cats will fall by the final score of 66-35 here this afternoon. A tough loss here for the Lady Cats. They'll fall to 3-6 on the season, 1-3 in region play, while Dawson moves to 6-2 on the season, 2-2 in region play. A big win for the Lady Tigers.
It really was. And it's like I said, I mean, you know, I played here for years, and it's hard to come in here and win because it's just something about the Lady Cats. They play so hard at home, and maybe it's the gym and the pep band, but when you come in and get a win here, it's an accomplishment.
Tough night there for the Lady Cats as Mark Reese with 9 points, Charlie Poteet with 8, Lucy Ray with 6, Miltiades with 4, Brooke Wilson with 4, and Liza Chastain with 4 to make up those 35 points here tonight for the Lady Cats. So we'll take a timeout and then get you set for the boys game as the undefeated Gilmer Bobcats get set to take on the Dawson Tigers here from LJ on ETC3.
I'll be seeing you.
No, the thing I've missed the most during this entire time, this pandemic, has been you.
I love playing to a live audience. There's nothing like it.
The COVID-19 vaccines are going to help us all get back to the moments we miss.
It's totally normal to have questions. I did too.
That's why it's so important to get informed.
So ask your doctor and get the facts. It's up to you.
Whether you're in the mood for chicken strips, a delicious burger, our classic banana split, or an upside-down thick blizzard treat, we've got you covered. Hot and fresh food every day, every time. And delicious DQ soft serve make the perfect pair at your favorite place. Not fast food, fan food fast. Your Blue Ridge, LJ, and Jasper Dairy Queens are your meet, eat, and treat headquarters.
Thank you for choosing DQ. How may I serve you?
Years of dedication, sacrifice, desire. It's all come down to this one moment. Game day, where only the strong survive, and the warrior with the best barbecue sauce always wins. Shane's Rib Shack, where every day is game day.
How prepared is your family if disaster shows up at your doorstep? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan before they show up. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
let's go.
You'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Yes! Make a plan today.
your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Chris Wong in East Ellijay today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
ATC knows the internet is evolving, taking new twists and turns. As we add our input, make our choices, and follow the light that connects us all. It's quite a journey, one to experience with the fastest speeds available. Contact ATC. Connect to the internet speed that suits your journey, and enjoy the ride.
The 9-0 Gilmer Bobcats getting set to take on the 1-8 Dawson Tigers here in our nightcap from Gilmer High School in LJ. Friday Night Basketball on UTC3. Let's hear from those Gilmer Bobcats now.
My name is Ethan Banks. I'm a shooting guard and a small forward, and my role as a senior is to teach the younger guys things that I never got taught.
Name's Kay Carter. I'm a center. And role as a senior, I'd say just get the younger kids better, get them hyped, get them going.
My name is Britt Taylor. I'm a small forward and a power forward, and my role in the team is just to kind of guide the younger guys up after being with the program for 4 years, and doing what they've done and just kind of guide them up to get to the level that they can be in a couple of years.
My name is Mark Tyson. I'm a point guard for Gilmer. My role as a senior is to just push the underclassmen to get better.
My name's Lewis Mulkey, and I'm a power forward and a center on this year's team. And my role as a senior really is just to help the younger guys so that when they get to varsity, they'll be more prepared so that they can go out and compete with the other teams in their region.
I've been playing basketball since I was in rec. I've been with the basketball program here for 4 years. I played JV freshman, sophomore year, and then sat varsity sophomore year, and then played junior and senior year. But some of my favorite memories were in middle school, just playing with all my friends and, just winning games with all them. It's just been really fun.
I've been with the program. Let's see, I played Park and Rec. I guess I was about 7 or 8, and then came to high school, 9th grade, played here ever since. And then favorite memory, I'd say when we went to Ridgeland, Bennett Ray was throwing up shot after shot. He's trying to get him one. That's probably my favorite memory.
I've been playing basketball since I was 4 or 5 years old, played through middle school at Clear Creek, and played all 4 years here, varsity 3 years now. And probably my favorite memory is the Pickens game sophomore year where we won down there by like 20 points.
I've been with the Gilmer program for 5 years now. My favorite memory with the basketball team is when we went up to Tennessee Tech and I cooked Cookville. I dropped like 16. None of them could hold me. I was feeling myself.
I've been playing basketball since Park and Rec, so just as long as I can remember. And probably my favorite memories when we played a game to 100 in the Middle Tennessee pool at camp.
Plans after high school, I don't really know yet. I'm just going to have to figure that out as I go.
I plan to go to KSU and get my electrical engineering degree, and yeah, that's where I want to do after high school.
I plan to go to technical school and get my electrical license and then get my engineering degree and go from there.
I don't really know yet, but I want to go to college or technical school. It depends on if I move out of state or if I stay in Georgia. So
After high school, I plan to attend North Georgia and get my degree for teaching, and I want to teach U.S. history in high school.
There is a road laid out for me.
First night here, but Amy seems cool.
Leading down to the river. I am blind, but I need not see.
What do you think?
I know this road is there for me. If I'm really free, take me down to the river and walk.
United Country Talking Rock Realty says it best. I'm happy as long as I can see Sharp Top. From the ground up, new home to complete renovation or remodel, we have combined the amazing workmanship of SGC Groups, transforming the forgotten to the fabulous. Teamwork makes the dream work. For buying, selling, or flipping, call Sherry Martin at 404-375-0590 or Evelyn Calhoun at 770-733-0779.
Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Where do you want to go? And who do you hope to go there with? Is your current financial plan set up to get you there without mishap? Let's design a roadmap to create a financial plan you can follow with confidence. Get the piece that so many people are missing from their retirement. Find out how having a written plan can make a difference to your retirement dreams.
Call 844-971-4167. We have operators standing by.
Luttrell's Hardware in Copper Hill, Tennessee is your one-stop do-it-yourself shop. We stock everything from fasteners, electrical and plumbing parts, power tools, animal feed, and so much more. Save yourself a trip or two into town and come see us at Luttrell's Hardware on Highway 68 in Copper Hill, next to Runway Fireworks. Or give us a call at 423-548-3300.
When other dealers are hitting the brakes, Bill Holt Blue Ridge is stomping the gas with our biggest selection of the year. We've got over 400 vehicles in stock and North Georgia's biggest truck inventory. Head back to school in a new Chevrolet with our lowest payments of the year. Drive a new Chevrolet for just $199 a month. That's only $199 a month at Bill Holt. And we've never paid more for trades. And we'll buy your vehicle even if you don't buy from us. When it comes to North Georgia's largest selection of new trucks and pre-owned vehicles, there's only one name you need to know: Bill Holt Blue Ridge.
I'll be seeing you.
No, the thing I've missed the most during this entire time, this pandemic, has been you.
I love playing to a live audience. There's nothing like it.
The COVID-19 vaccines are going to help us all get back to the moments we miss.
It's totally normal to have questions. I did too.
That's why it's so important to get informed.
So ask your doctor and get the facts. It's up to you.
Whether you're in the mood for chicken strips, a delicious burger, our classic banana split, or an upside-down thick blizzard treat, we've got you covered. Hot and fresh food every day, every time. And delicious DQ soft serve make the perfect pair at your favorite place. Not fast food, fan food fast. Your Blue Ridge, Ellijay, and Jasper Dairy Queens are your meet, eat, and treat headquarters.
Thank you for choosing DQ. How may I serve you?
Years of dedication, sacrifice, desire. It's all come down to this one moment. Game day, where only the strong survive and the warrior with the best barbecue sauce always wins. Shane's Rib Shack, where every day is game day.
How prepared is your family if disaster shows up at your doorstep? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan before they show up. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
let's go.
You'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Yes! Make a plan today.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Chris Wong in East Ellijay today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
ATC knows the internet is evolving, taking new twists and turns. As we add our input, make our choices, and follow the light that connects us all. It's quite a journey, one to experience with the fastest speeds available. Contact ATC. Connect to the internet speed that suits your journey, and enjoy the ride.
Our nightcap about to get set here from Gilmer High School as the Gilmer Bobcats at 9-0, 3-0 in region play. Get set to take on the Dawson Tigers. They're 1-8 on the season and 1-2 in region play. Caleb Brady, Donna Enos with you here from Gilmer High School. And Donna, we're talking we may see maybe the opposite of what we saw there in the girls' game. Gilmer coming in here at 9-0, obviously having a very good season, a very good team. Dawson off to a bit of a struggle. This is a kind of a night where Gilmer could really get some good momentum for itself as it moves into this Christmas break.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, a region game, and like you say, I mean, it's 9-0 versus 1-8, and you can't take anything for granted. They need to come out here, stay focused, and go into the Christmas break really strong.
Gilmer has just been so impressive here this season. We got seen in the tip-off tournament, really cleaned house throughout that tournament. They do a lot of things really well with good size, very physical.
They really do. And when you look at their scores, I mean, they've blown people out. They've played close games. So, you know, they're doing what they need to do to win. And it's really fun to watch.
We've seen a lot of basketball around the area here this weekend. Pickens a winner tonight. Fannin number 2. You know, Gilmer here undefeated. There's a lot of good basketball here in the North Georgia 515 region.
It really is. I mean, you know, we've just following all of these teams and trying to keep everybody kind of updated. But, I mean, it's when you've got winning teams, it's a lot of fun.
We'll talk more about those other games here as we go through the evening, as getting a few moments away from the starting lineups for both of these teams here this afternoon. Coach Heiss got these Bobcats playing really well, and we mentioned the crowd would probably start picking up a little bit here for the boys game. There's a little bit more of a vibe in here, some excitement to see some good basketball.
Yeah, I think so too. Got that student section right behind the bench over there ready to go. So, I tell you, you know, it's like I said. I mean, the Bobcats are winning close. They're pulling away, and that's a sign of a good team, that they really are finding whatever they need to do to win. And they've beat some pretty good teams.
They have, and doing it, like you said, in a variety of different ways. So this is a battle-tested team. They've won the close game. They can win the big game, win big comfortably as well.
But, you know, as a coach, Coach Heiss, he's got to make sure that they don't look at Dawson's record and say, oh, we got this, and, you know, and it's going to be easy. I mean, they've got to stay focused, and you've got to approach every game that you're an evenly matched teams.
Music comes off, and we will send it down to the floor as we get set for our starting lineups for our boys matchup, Gilmer and Dawson, right here on ETC 3. There's your starting lineup. First for the Dawson Tigers, Jackson Brinkley, Caden Reed, Trey Hardy, Luke Mulberry, and Lane Perry. 1, 2, 10, 13, and 14. And for the Gilmer Bobcats, number 4, Mark Tyson, number 10, Britt Taylor, number 20, Lewis Mulkey, number 23, Ethan Banks, and number 34, Cade Carter. And it'll be Carter standing at center court, set to tip this thing off. And Gilmer will control the opening tip. Tyson rolls over with it, gets that pick set there for Mulkey. Now go underneath to Carter.
And that may be a mismatch tonight right there.
You're probably going to see that several more times if I had to imagine. Tigers come up with it quickly here, go off the glass and put that one up and in, and good. Trey Hardy. Beautiful fake there by Carter.
I tell you, Cade Carter's having a good year.
They'll come down with the rebound here, fighting for it, has it knocked around, and Gilmer will control it. And Lewis Mulkey banks into some trouble.
And you know, these Cats, they have several seniors that have really contributed through the years. They just don't have an answer for Cade Carter down there.
No, they don't. He's been wide open at times, and he's worked his way through. And a turnover. As Tristan Talley comes into the game here for Lane Perry.
I tell you what, Dawson, you know, I guess the location, but they have move-ins, and they lost two of their really good basketball players. Their AD went to Rayburn County, so they lost two starters off their team.
Fouls on Mark Taylor, that's his first. Gilmer with some pressure here in the backcourt. Back iron, fighting up underneath for it.
Yeah, one of those players that Dawson lost, I think he was averaging probably about between 25 and 30 points. And
tough to overcome.
Yeah.
Bounce pass in the lane. Gilmer will come up with it. Oh, boy, and
that would have been pretty.
That would have been pretty, and heck of a play there had they been able to corral the ball and keep it in.
I tell you what, and the key to their success is they're very unselfish. So, and you saw that with a number of passes down there. And when you've got a winning team, you're going to have players that are unselfish.
Three-pointer, short. And Gilmer will come back down with the rebound here. Shane Dripchak first quarter. 6-2 Gilmer leading. To the basket. 8 points for Cade Carter. He's got all of Gilmer's points here so far. Gilmer gets him trapped up pretty good there at half court. And it is thrown away. And a couple of substitutions in here for Dawson County as Ethan Parker. Perry checks back in.
You cannot pick the ball up in the corner.
Drive to the basket, put it in. Mark Tyson, his first basket. It's a 10-2 lead for the Gilmer Bobcats. And that one in as Caden Reed puts his first basket in.
Yeah, it looks like Brett Taylor kind of bumped his head over there in that collision.
Yeah. That was a pretty tough one. Checking on him, make sure he's all right. He hopped up pretty quickly there and kept playing, but three-pointer, that one up, no good. Tipped around there by Lewis Mulkey for the Cats. Long three-pointer, and that's going to be way too easy foul there. As Christian Sumner going to get whistled for the foul as he collided on the three-point shot.
That's just not a smart foul. You don't want to see that.
Unnecessary one there, too. Trey Hardy at the line.
He's been very generous in his substitutions tonight.
Absolutely. 5 points for Hardy. He's got five of the 7 here for Dawson. And a whistle. Be on Ethan Parker. For the Tigers, Dawson's first. And a collision for the ball here. And boy, just to be in the right spot at the right time, Jackson Brinkley. And that thing gets knocked away.
And they're calling for goaltending, Dawson County bench is, which I kind of agree with them.
Boy, coach is hot.
You know, the goaltending rule is if you block it on the way down, it's goaltending, and it looked like he might have got it against the glass there on it just as it started down.
And going to get a whistle here as Bruce McDowell gets whistled for his first. A couple of Bobcat substitutions coming in here as Will Kiker gets set to come in. Ethan Banks rattles his first one in. Noah Ballou is in as well. Banks makes them both. 5-point lead here as Dawson throws that thing away.
I'll tell you what, Gilmer, they're just so deep. I mean, they play a lot of people. Everybody contributes.
And Sumner not on the same page there. Nice ball movement. That one gets taken away quickly there by Kiker. Kiker is going to try to drive to the basket. He won't get the foul.
Really a good job by the Tigers right there.
That thing gets knocked away and then gets knocked into the hands of the Tiger.
Good job, Will. Way to take it the whole stroke. Nice.
So they're going to call a foul there on Hardy.
Be his first. They'll pull him out of the game. We'll give Dawson credit here. They got down big early, but they have fought back.
Yeah. They play hard.
Well, and it was those free throws on the three-pointer that really kind of pulled them back into this thing.
Yes.
And they'll get the turnover there underneath the basket. They'll move quickly as well. Stop and shoot the three. That one's going to roll in. It's going to be a long two. Brinkley with a long two to make it a three-point game.
Oh, that was a good look right there.
Kiker, that one knocked offline. Carter with the rebound. He'll right arm that one back up. Couldn't do it. And Dawson comes back down with it. Lane Perry in the lane. Dawson's cut the lead to 1.
Well, they didn't come and get intimidated, did they?
They did not. That one rolls in and out. Carter with the rebound. He'll go back up with it. 10 points already for Cade Carter. He's nearly outscoring the entire Dawson roster on his own. And a jump ball possession arrow He's going to give it back to the Tigers.
The Gilmer bench was really trying to help them make that call.
Vocal.
Yeah, and I don't know that the officials really saw what happened. That is a miscommunication there on defense.
1 point game again. Short, Carter with the rebound, and he'll put it back.
I just don't have anybody can match up with him.
Bounce pass up underneath. Perry with 6 now for Dawson. And Dawson going to come away with it here in the lane. Opportunity to take the lead on that trip, but
I'll tell you what, this you let them hang around.
Britt Taylor is going to get whistled for the foul there for Gilmer. That'll be his first. This one's knocked away. Count it.
You really don't want to see somebody foul right there on the layup. You just got to step back and let them make the shot or miss the shot and get in rebound position.
Caden Reed on the foul. Ethan Banks with the basket and 5 points now for him. Gilmer will get the steal off of the inbound. Shot clock is off here.
It's just like, every time Dawson makes a run, Gilmer just comes back and kind of gets control of the game again.
Yep. It's a 4-point game here with 3 to shoot. Off the mark. And that one back up and no good. At the end of our first quarter, it's Gilmer 19. Dawson 15. Back to Gilmer in just a moment.
There is a road laid out for me.
First night here, but Amy seems cool.
Leading down to the river. I am blind, but I need not see.
What do you think?
I know this road is there for me. If I'm really free, take me down to the river and walk.
United Country Talking Rock Realty says it best. I'm happy as long as I can see Sharp Top. From the ground up, new home to complete renovation or remodel, we have combined the amazing workmanship of SGC Groups, transforming the forgotten to the fabulous. Teamwork makes the dream work. For buying, selling, or flipping, call Sherry Martin at 404-375-0590 or Evelyn Calhoun at 770-733-0779.
Ready to get our second quarter, our Dairy Queen second quarter underway here.
Tell you what, Gilmer's just made that little entry pass there on the block, and Dawson really hasn't been able to stop it tonight.
15 on the shot clock here for the Cats. What a misfire there as Britt Taylor was meant to be on the receiving end of that thing. It was the Dawson cheerleaders on the other end.
And they come back in that press. I tell you what, Dawson just cannot handle the pressure. Kind of dropped it on the baseline there.
And a timeout taken here.
Again, some kind of updates on what's going on. Pickens wins their game against Etowah, 59-33 tonight. talked to Coach Chastain, and Fannin is off this week, but they start, their Christmas tournament and, ranked number 2, like you mentioned earlier. So, a lot of good things happening. I think they start their play Tuesday at Oconee County. Some teams choose to play before Christmas, and other teams choose to play after Christmas. I know Gilmer and Pickens are both going after Christmas, and Fannin going to play before.
Three-pointer for Ethan Banks. And Caden Reed gets whistled for the foul. Well, going for the ball there was Parker. High pass in the lane, off the glass, rebounded, and coming down with it is Perry.
That was a high shot, a lot of arch.
Dawson able to steal it away and get the rebound.
Coach Hodgson's wanting them to push the ball and run with it quick.
And turnover there by Tyson.
Come on, guys, let's go. Let's go. Watch the turnover.
They're just kind of outmatched down there. I mean, really.
Tyson will send it around the horn. That one's a little short, rolls around the rim. Right over the top of the lid. 22-15.
Oh, I can't believe there was I'm going to say there needed to be some kind of call. I'm a little surprised that wasn't an offensive foul.
So Lewis Mulkey gets whistled for the block. That'll be his first foul. Tristan Talley with the basket.
That was, I felt like he really did lead with his shoulder, but I guess they had a better view than I did.
Not the first time you disagreed with an official's call as a coach.
Not quite. But that's going to be Coach Heiss calling that timeout.
Little timeout here as Gilmer leads by 4, 22-18 in the Dairy Queen second quarter. Here from Gilmer High School.
The girls, they kept it close for, quarter, maybe a little over, but the boys are not pulling away like we thought they would.
No, when it looked like early they were going to just take off on the back of Cade Carter, give Dawson credit. They found a way to kind of claw in. And the foul on the three-point shot where they were to get 3 free throws made really kind of seemed to swing some momentum their way. And they've played really well since.
Well, they're really, they're scrappy. They play hard. They hustle. They are outmanned. They don't have the size.
You're right. They do play hard, though.
But they're kind of, like we talked about a little bit in the first game, they just need to kind of relax a little bit.
Yeah, Gilmer seems to be pressing a little bit at times here.
It's a good job by Mulkey hanging on to that.
Yeah, good rebounding there.
I tell you, they've had to go to that zone to try to stop Cade Carter.
Boy, what a swat away there by Hardy. Knocking that out of the hands of Cade Carter there.
I'll tell you, that was really just a desperate heave right there. Yeah, Dawson's kind of picked up the pressure, extending it out a little bit. You know, and there we talk about them being unselfish and making those extra passes, but you got to connect.
Opens up the door for some turnovers there, but
if Dawson could convert a couple of those turnovers, that would put a little pressure on the Bobcats.
Kick it back outside. And that one gets knocked away there in the lane.
A lot of dribbling right there. I just don't know that they really went anywhere. A lot better job by the Bobcats on that inbounds play. They kind of fell asleep the time before.
It gets turned over there, and Gilmer's going to take it. Boy, a fortuitous tip there.
Ooh. It's a big collision.
It is a big collision, and be an inbounds here for Gilmer underneath its own basket. 32 on the shot clock.
Cole did a pretty good job getting out of the way down there. Right in front of the camera.
Got to keep those eyes open down there. Boy, good effort there for Gilmer, and finally going to get a whistle. That'll be Ethan Parker, his second.
I'll tell you what, we're over halfway through this quarter, and the Bobcats have only scored 3 points this quarter.
Yeah.
Of course, Dawson's only scored 3, but I mean, you expect more point production. Good job on those free throws.
Double figures for Ethan Banks now with 10 points.
That was a good follow-up there.
7 points here for Trey Hardy. Hook shot too hard, bounces around. Dawson with a rebound.
A lot of reaching in there.
Yeah.
That was a good job there by Mulberry, because he knew Cade Carter was going up to block that.
Boy, you look it up. It's a 2-point game here. Dawson is a stop and a basket away from having a tie game here.
I'll tell you what, that was a good defensive play right there. Got all ball.
Carter taking a little tumble there at the end of that play. They're playing hard down there.
They really are. A lot closer than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, it's entertaining for sure. It's been back and forth. Really physical play underneath by both teams. Will Kiker on the foul. Of course, Gilmer with a big crowd here. Dawson being just across the county line. There's a lot of Dawson folks on the other side over there making it a good back and forth game here in the crowd.
I've kind of settled down a little bit.
Yeah. Nobody's really getting a basket right here.
I just feel like the Bobcats really kind of need to take it back in there to Cade Carter and kind of get control of the game again.
It's not been a lot of scoring outside of what he's been able to do inside. 13 on the shot clock here, something for the girls struggled with at times, just the knowledge of that clock. And Taylor with his first basket. We haven't seen any violations here so far in the boys game, but
nope.
Players adjusting to it, broadcasters adjusting to it as well. Boy, great move there by Hardy.
I mean, they're just hanging in there. They kind of switched up the defense a little bit, get a little bit more coverage, but I think that's what the Bobcats got to do. That's his first points of the quarter.
Fine Ford underneath, go back up with it, and it's going to be a whistle. Be Carter's first. Now send Trey Hardy to the line. Multiple substitutions there.
Tell you what, the foul line has really helped the Bobcats.
Yeah.
Or not the Bobcats, I mean the Tigers.
It's kept them in this game here. Six points off of free throws here tonight.
You know, we got a minute to go before halftime. I really think the Bobcats really need to kind of take control of the game again.
Three-pointer, got it. Ethan Banks with 13 points. Floater. Boy, Trey Hardy has been offense and more here tonight for Dawson.
That's a foul you don't want to see him pick up.
That'll be the second. On Cade Carter. Shot clock is off here with 16 seconds to go before the half. And that one gets knocked away. Gilmer's going to get another possession here with 14 seconds. Three-pointer, that one well short.
Really wasn't a shot you were looking for.
And that one is off the mark. And we got a ball game here at halftime. Our halftime score, Gilmer 31, Dawson 28. Back to the cage here in just a moment.
Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Where do you want to go? And who do you hope to go there with? Is your current financial plan set up to get you there without mishap? Let's design a roadmap to create a financial plan you can follow with confidence. Get the piece that so many people are missing from their retirement. Find out how having a written plan can make a difference to your retirement dreams.
Call 844-971-4167. We have operators standing by.
Luttrell's Hardware in Copper Hill, Tennessee is your one-stop do-it-yourself shop. We stock everything from fasteners, electrical and plumbing parts, power tools, animal feed, and so much more. Save yourself a trip or two into town and come see us at Luttrell's Hardware on Highway 68 and Copper Hill, next to Runway Fireworks. Or give us a call at 423-548-3300.
When other dealers are hitting the brakes, Bill Hope Blue Ridge is stomping the gas with our biggest selection of the year. We've got over 400 vehicles in stock and North Georgia's biggest truck inventory. Head back to school in a new Chevrolet with our lowest payments of the year. Drive a new Chevrolet for just $199 a month. That's only $199 a month at Bill Hope. And we've never paid more for trades. And we'll buy your vehicle even if you don't buy from us. When it comes to North Georgia's largest selection of new trucks and pre-owned vehicles, there's only one name you need to know: Bill Hope Blue Ridge.
Gilmer leads Dawson 31-28 here at halftime as the Bobcats undefeated here on the season, 9-0, 3-0 in region play, and Coach Jordan Heiss talking about his undefeated squad.
Coach Heiss, welcome back to the tip-off tournament. Tell us a little bit about your team this year.
This team this year, we got 5 seniors, been working really hard, been in the program for 4 years. Got a few juniors coming back that add a little bit of speed to our program. So hopefully they'll be able to get some minutes in, get some seniors some breaks, hopefully have more personnel, but a little more depth than what I've normally had. So we've been kind of working that in and out throughout the summer, throughout the last 3 weeks of practice. I saw it a little bit last night, so hopefully with all that combined, get a little different look from the Gilmer Bobcats this year.
And with the 5 seniors that you've got, as far as them being role models, what do you expect out of them and the rest of your players on and off the court?
Big thing on the court, we talk about being on time, being motivated, working hard, doing everything they can to get better. You focus on that during practices, during games, and hopefully that transitions to the classroom. Attendance is very important, trying to get kids to show up. Of course, being a part of a sports program, they have to be at school, they have to have passing grades. Just trying to get them to work harder to be not just better players, but better kids in general.
And you're probably our most familiar face we've got on our basketball interviews. Tell us a little bit about your history with this program.
Been a part of the program for a long time. Graduated from Gilmer High School, played basketball for 4 years. Got back from college, was a assistant coach for about 2 years at the high school, then moved down to the middle school for a year. Took over the head coaching job in 2011, I believe, and been here ever since. And you just enjoy being around the kids.
Last question for you, Coach. What is your outlook on the season?
We got high expectations for the season. We've been talking about it with the players and games that we can win, games that we need to keep close. I believe that that's helped them motivate them to work harder during practice. So hopefully. Good winning season, got a good chance in making the playoffs this year, and just win a bunch of ball games.
All right, well, thank you very much, Gilmer Bobcats coach Jordan Heiss. Thank you. We'll send it back to the court.
I'll be seeing you.
No, the thing I've missed the most during this entire time, this pandemic, has been you.
I love playing to a live audience. There's nothing like it.
The COVID-19 vaccines are going to help us all get back to the moments we miss.
It's totally normal to have questions. I did too.
That's why it's so important to get informed.
So ask your doctor and get the facts. It's up to you.
Whether you're in the mood for chicken strips, a delicious burger, our classic banana split, or an upside-down thick blizzard treat, we've got you covered. Hot and fresh food every day, every time. And delicious DQ soft serve make the perfect pair at your favorite place. Not fast food, fan food fast. Your Blue Ridge, Ellijay, and Jasper Dairy Queens are your meet, eat, and treat headquarters.
Thank you for choosing DQ. How may I serve you?
Years of dedication, sacrifice, desire. It's all come down to this one moment. Game day, where only the strong survive, and the warrior with the best barbecue sauce always wins. Shane's Rib Shack, where every day is game day.
How prepared is your family if disaster shows up at your doorstep? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan before they show up. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
let's go.
You'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Yes! Make a plan today.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Chris Wong in East Ellijay today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
ATC knows the internet is evolving, taking new twists and turns. As we add our input, make our choices, and follow the light that connects us all. It's quite a journey, one to experience with the fastest speeds available. Contact ATC. Connect to the internet speed that suits your journey. And enjoy the ride.
There is a road laid out for me.
First night here, but Amy seems cool.
Leading down to the river. I am blind, but I need not see.
What do you think?
I know this road is there for me. If I'm really free, take me down to the river and walk.
United Country Talking Rock Realty says it best. I'm happy as long as I can see Sharp Top. From the ground up, new home to complete renovation or remodel, we have combined the amazing workmanship of SGC Groups, transforming the forgotten to the fabulous. Teamwork makes the dream work. For buying, selling, or flipping, call Sherry Martin at 404-375-0590 or Evelyn Calhoun at 770-733-0779.
Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Where do you want to go? And who do you hope to go there with? Is your current financial plan set up to get you there without mishap? Let's design a roadmap to create a financial plan you can follow with confidence. Get the piece that so many people are missing from their retirement. Find out how having a written plan can make a difference to your retirement dreams.
Call 844-971-4167. We have operators standing by.
Luttrell's Hardware in Copper Hill, Tennessee is your one-stop do-it-yourself shop. We stock everything from fasteners, electrical and plumbing parts, power tools, animal feed, and so much more. Save yourself a trip or two into town and come see us at Luttrell's Hardware on Highway 68 in Copper Hill, next to Runway Fireworks. Or give us a call at 423-548-3300.
When other dealers are hitting the brakes, Bill Hope Blue Ridge is stomping the gas with our biggest selection of the year. We've got over 400 vehicles in stock and North Georgia's biggest truck inventory. Head back to school in a new Chevrolet with our lowest payments of the year. Drive a new Chevrolet for just $199 a month. That's only $199 a month at Bill Hope. And we've never paid more for trades. And we'll buy your vehicle even if you don't buy from us. When it comes to North Georgia's largest selection of new trucks and pre-owned vehicles, there's only one name you need to know: Bill Hope Blue Ridge.
Halftime here as we get set for our third quarter of action of Luttrell's Hardware third quarter as Gilmer leads Dawson 31-28. Caleb Brady and Donna Enos with you here from Ellijay. And interesting game here. I don't think we quite maybe thought, looking at the records, this thing would be this close. But, boy, Dawson came ready to play here tonight. They were scrappy. They play hard, physical. Gilmer pressing at times a little bit. Been a really good matchup.
It really has. And, I think that Gilmer got away from what was working for a little while. They just couldn't stop Cade Carter there at the beginning of the game, and they kind of got away from that. And they've really had a lot of turnovers that I feel like they probably shouldn't have had. So
scoring has pretty much been Cade Carter and Ethan Banks, 14 and 13 points respectively. The rest of the team combined has 4. And for Dawson County, Trey Hardy with the 13 points. He's really been a really good surprise here tonight for Dawson.
He has been.
So we'll see how any halftime adjustments will shape out.
I think that's going to be one key, is who made the most adjustments here.
Carter with the offensive rebound. And again, passing that ball around. He'll go back and get it and put it back in.
Carter with the rebound there. That's a big rebound, too.
Tipped away and taken as Luke Mulberry comes down with it.
I tell you what, Dawson, they haven't backed down. They haven't been intimidated. They just feel like they can play on the same level.
Sloppy ball handling there. Gilmer going after it. Go across the way, three-pointer. Short misses. Gilmer with a rebound.
They start hitting a few of those three-pointers, we will see a ball game.
They haven't been shy about wanting to shoot it. Carter, that one too hard.
I mean, there's just nobody that can stop him on the block when they put him on the block down there.
And Jackson Brinkley took off without the ball there and turns it over.
Coach Ice telling him to kind of pull it back out and start over. Thought they were going to set up Kate Carter for a dunk over there, but they didn't get it done.
Back and forth down there underneath the basket.
Kind of quick to the bench here.
Try to keep some fresh legs here. And back and forth game. You may need all your bodies available to play hard here for the remainder of the game. This thing remains close. Mulkey.
Nice little move there.
His first basket. Gilmer with a little pressure. There's Zach Holtzclaw into the game.
Not the start he was hoping for. You know, third quarter, this is really coming out of halftime. The first half of the third quarter, we really need to see the Bobcats take over and really gain control of this ball game.
Kick it back outside. I don't think that was the intended recipient there in Ethan Banks, but he'll take it. Bounce pass there to Carter. They'll kick it back up top. Bounces around short. Fighting for that rebound underneath there, and Gilmer will eventually come down with it.
Just wonder if that's the shots there that the Dawson team is really looking for.
Rolls in and out, rebound to Dawson. Brinkley driving to the basket. Count it. And Mark Tyson's going to get his second foul. Free throw is up and short. So Brinkley with the basket, 4 points now on the night. Well, good defense here by Dawson.
They're really moving well.
Staying right with most everybody that Gilmer passes the ball off to. That one's off the mark, and coming in and fighting for it. And coming down with it, Holtzclaw will come down with it.
Conker did a good job trying to save it.
And a tumble for the ball there at center court. Three-pointer. Off the mark, rebounded by Dawson. Holtzclaw kicks it back to Brinkley. That'll reset the shot clock. They'll reset the offense.
You know, you look at this Dawson team, they're 1-8. And I think really their weakness, they play hard, they play good defense, but their weakness is they just can't score.
Yeah, they played really good defense, offensively challenged here tonight in our Bill Holt Chevrolet third quarter.
They were giving them a chance. I think there's some confusion on the subs for Dawson County. Coach Claw got called for that offensive foul.
Be his first. Outside three-pointer. In and out. Gilmer gets the offensive rebound, goes back up with it once, couldn't get it. And a whistle. And for Hardy, that's his second. Holtzclaw checks out of the game here for Dawson. Outside, Gilmer for three. Short, rebounded Dawson.
Tell you what, we're over 5 minutes into this quarter, just have not had much scoring on either side.
A whistle down low. That's going to be on Christian Sumner. Be his second as Ethan Parker goes to the line. He'll make the first.
Tell you what, that foul line is keeping them in it a little bit.
3-point game here with just a little over 2 minutes to go here in our Bill Holt Chevrolet third quarter.
I don't think anybody thought this would be this close this far in the third quarter.
Jump ball. No, we're surprised. I know that.
A lot of subs, a lot of different combinations, a lot of playing time.
And a travel.
I tell you what, they had the play set up they wanted. Just didn't convert it to points.
Three-pointer. Putback will put it in, though.
Good job by Mulkey there.
Mulkey on the putback. And Gilmer, if it can get a basket down here on this other end, going to start having a little momentum here.
Well, they're kind of slowing down a little bit. They just really need to set their offense up. Kind of run through it, see what they've got. See, they got Mulkey double team down there on the block. It's a nice inbounds play.
Gilmer just can't get them to fall.
And you know, Dawson, they've tried to go fast a couple of times, and they're just not built that way. They're not built to go fast. A lot of reaching going on right there.
That one on Bruce McDowell. His second. Then we're going to try that three-pointer again. Got it this time. Floater is good. Caden Reed with 4 points.
Just kind of keep answering, don't they?
Yep. They'll go through a stretch where no one scores, and then they'll start trading baskets back and forth. Two straight three-pointers for Ethan Banks. He's got 19 points.
You know, the trade-off that they're giving is they're kind of taking away that shot on the block, but they're leaving open the three-point shot. And Gilmer started to make some fall, so it's kind of the difference right here.
Shot clock will be off for all intents and purposes.
Got a foul there on Mulkey. Okay, Carter down. I didn't really see what happened to him.
I didn't either, and he's grabbing his knee.
I'm going to tell you what, he has taken some shots tonight. He's been on the floor and just... been real physical tonight.
I'm going to help him up off the floor here, and he's going to... hop up and come off the floor.
10 seconds left in the quarter here.
Yeah. So had a foul there on Lewis Mulkey. Be his second for Gilmer. That was in Trey Hardy to the line. He'll miss that one.
It's the first one he's missed tonight. He was 5 for 5.
Gets that one. 14 points here for Hardy. It's an 8-point lead for Gilmer here. 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Gilmer with the opportunity for one last shot. They had that three-pointer bottled up. And that one's short from Mark Tyson. And that's the end of our third quarter. Gilmer leading Dawson 43-35. Bill Holt Chevrolet third quarter in the books. Back for the fourth here in just a moment.
I'll be seeing you.
No, the thing I've missed the most during this entire time, this pandemic, has been you.
I love playing to a live audience. There's nothing like it.
The COVID-19 vaccines are going to help us all get back to the moments we miss.
It's totally normal to have questions. I did too.
That's why it's so important to get informed.
So ask your doctor and get the facts. It's up to you.
Whether you're in the mood for chicken strips, a delicious burger, our classic banana split, or an upside-down thick blizzard treat, we've got you covered. Hot and fresh food every day, every time. And delicious DQ soft serve make the perfect pair at your favorite place. Not fast food, fan food fast. Your Blue Ridge, LJ, and Jasper Dairy Queens are your meet, eat, and treat headquarters.
Thank you for choosing DQ. How may I serve you?
Cole Ice getting him a treat there at Dairy Queen as our Chris Wong State Farm fourth quarter gets underway. Gilmer leading Dawson 43-35. It's been a really good one here from the cage.
So with Cade Carter out here in the fourth quarter, I mean, you're looking at 8-point lead, but they need to make sure that they take care of business right here.
Well, and what had been interesting, you had pointed out, had really kind of bottled him up there in the lane, so Gilmer had been able to get the outside shooting going. Now that they don't have to worry about the center of the court so much, you wonder how much of those three-pointers now start getting bottled up as well.
A lot of contact under there.
I was going to say, I'm a little surprised there wasn't eventually a whistle. Lane Perry will find the basket, though. He's got 8 points.
I'll tell you what, they're going to have to get on him.
Yeah. He's missed a couple, but he's made a couple as well.
Yeah, he's got 4 threes for the night, so.
Floater in the lane, and Reed will be fouled. Britt Taylor is going to get whistled for the foul.
Tell you what, I've been impressed with the Tigers on the free throw line.
Very good. Both the girls and the boys tonight.
Yes, definitely.
Tell that's a priority for both of them.
That was not a design move, I don't think. Caden Reed with that. Nice little layup.
8 points. It's a 2-point game, and timeout taken here by Coach Heiss.
You know, the old saying is, as long, you know, when you let a team hang around and they start believing, and anything can happen in the end. And that's kind of what the Bobcats are letting them do. They've put them on the line, and they've converted their shots, and got some turnovers, and converted over right there on that turnover. But, I mean, I think the largest lead was 8 points. They were up 9 one time.
Early in the game.
Yeah, so.
They started the game, Cade Carter just feeding him underneath, and he was able to make them all, and then Dawson started adjusting to that. And they're undermanned, so give them a lot of credit for figuring out a way to scheme him.
Exactly. I think there's a good timeout by Coach Heiss. I mean, it really get him kind of refocused. You know, and Mulkey has come in and kind of been an answer a couple of times.
Mulkey has 6 points now. Three-pointer wide open. That one missed. And Sumner going to get his third foul. Three-pointer.
That's just not one of their strengths, I don't think.
No, it's not. They get looks and just cannot make them. Now Britt Taylor's going to pick up his third foul. So now Taylor and Sumner both with 3 fouls.
Tell you what, I think some of the fans back here are getting a little nervous.
Yeah. Well, and you mentioned they play a lot of bodies, so you've got a lot of depth, but you've got 2 in foul trouble or at least approaching it, and you're minus a player in the form of Cade Carter. You really don't want to start having to rely on deep bench players here with the game in the balance.
I'll tell you what, you're 9-0, they're 1-8. That's not what you want to, that's not the team you want to go down to.
No. Lane Perry picking up his first foul. That's Dawson's first of the quarter here. Gilmer's got 3.
Nice move there by Kiker.
Will Kiker, his first basket.
And then answered on the other end by Tristan Talley.
Talley with 5 points, and Cade Carter has appeared out of the locker room, and he's at the scorer's table ready to come back in. That's a really good sight for the Cats. Tegan Rhodes is going to get whistled for the foul as Carter, you can tell he's not quite 100%, a little ginger on that on the foot. But he's going to gut it out. Kick it outside.
I'll tell you what, Banks and Mulkey really kind of kept the Cats, you know, control in the third quarter.
Give Banks a ton of credit for racing over to save that pass there. Here's Carter, that one way offline, but he gets in there and fights for it. He's not 100%, but he's still out there gutting it out here. Three-pointer is good. Jackson Brinkley. We have a 1-point game with 4 minutes to play here.
That's their first three-pointer of the night.
Well, they've tried multiple times to get one and finally able to find one in the bottom of the basket. Here's Carter, kick it back outside. Gilmer had a look, floater in the lane. Count that one for Gilmer. Ethan Banks with 21 points here and going to fight for the ball. And Gilmer will get the timeout.
I'll tell you what, this has turned out to be a really exciting game.
And a heads-up timeout there by Coach Heiss.
You know, that kind of saved that possession right there because it was about to be a jump ball.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, they have let Dawson hang around.
But Dawson came to play today, too.
They really
Give
did.
them credit. They've a little undersized, a little undermanned, have not been able to buy a bucket most of the time, but boy, they have just continued to fight.
They have. Tell you what, these fans are so excited about this team being undefeated.
Yeah, a lot of clapping and support. Folks are really excited here and trying to pull them through here and get them to 10-0. Mulkey with 8 points now. That's a great timeout now, knowing you get a basket out of it on the other end.
That's right.
5-point game, a little north of 3 minutes to go here. Well, Dawson going to think about another three-pointer. They made the last one. That one's short.
I'll tell you what, that was good hustle there by Hardy to get that rebound. Kiker picks up another one.
That's his second.
I got him for 3.
Yeah, he does have 3. You're right. Good movement there underneath by Hardy. He's got 16.
Now this is where I would probably slow it down, but with a shot clock, you can't really do that.
You know, get about 30 off of it, yeah.
Now this is what used to be layups only.
Kiker with the basket.
And that's the kind of shot you're looking for late in the game.
Back to a 5-point lead. Meanwhile, Dawson going to get whistled for the offensive foul there.
They have made a lot of contact tonight, and first time they've gotten really called for it.
Jackson Brinkley, and I was going to say, you know, that shot clock works the opposite way. It almost maybe buys Dawson a little bit of time, knowing they've got a set amount of time, but, you know, they also can't just sit there and wait for that perfect shot. They're pushed a little bit as well. But it does hurt Gilmer here in this situation. They can't just eat clock.
Yes. And they've gone back to what worked to start the game.
Yep. And it's starting to stretch this lead just a little bit here. Dawson's been able to answer.
This is kind of, you know, what they've done. When it gets on the line, they step up.
Boy. Jackson Brinkley's hit a pair of them here late.
So, I mean, they just keep answering every time.
Brinkley with 10 points now. It's a 4-point lead for Gilmer with 1:43 to go.
You know, talking about the boys team being so successful, the JV boys won by about 50 today. So, I mean, you know, you've got a good, strong feeder team coming in.
Yeah. Dawson going to apply some pressure here in the backcourt. Gilmer breaks it very nicely. And Carter with 20 points now.
I'll tell you, that was a good looking press break right there.
Floater. Kick it back outside. Dawson's going to try just a bunch of threes now to try to get back in this thing.
Tell you what, they are fighting for the rebound. So somebody's just got a technical foul. Kiker's picked up that technical foul.
That's his 4th. They've been pretty good from the free throw line here tonight, so these are some big shots.
Got your leading scorer Hardy on the line, so. Kind of hard with, you know, the game on the line. You're down there by yourself. Hostile crowd.
He'll make one of them. And Kiker's going to come out of the game for that one. 5-point game here. We've got a minute to play. Dawson's going to have to move quickly. Floater in the lane, put it in. Caden Reed, he's got double figures and a quick timeout here for the Tigers.
Tell you what, we talked in the open about that the Bobcats have won close games, won blowout games, but this is a test tonight.
What a game. Been treated to a really good one here this evening. And
when you get to region play, I mean, things really get more intense and get heated up. And so this has been a really good game. And I mean, this is one that you're going to build off of going into the first of the year. Being right here on the home court of the Bobcats, they really need to just keep control of the ball game right here.
When region play, you never know. I mean, somebody can always jump up and grab you.
That's right.
A team that you should beat or think you should beat. And Dawson's really given Gilmer all it wanted here tonight.
They have. Now, one thing about it, Dawson, is, the Bobcats have done a good job breaking the press tonight, so see if they can continue to do that. Not looking for a quick shot, trying to work that clock a little bit.
Dawson trying to apply some pressure. Now it's time to get the offense rolling a little bit here with under 10 on the shot clock.
Oh, I cannot believe there's not a call right there.
Either way, yeah, there was nothing, no whistle. The whistle gets swallowed, drive to the basket there for Mulberry. It is a one-point game as the clock continues to roll here. Going to have to put some pressure on. Gilmer going to have to move. And then a foul.
I would say Coach Heiss had not anticipated this one-point game with 13 seconds to go.
Boy, Gilmer just looks gassed to the way their body language. They just look exhausted walking back over to the huddle the last 2 or 3 timeouts.
I'll tell you what, I mean, a game like this, you got to have high energy. You can't assume anything right here.
And Dawson's the one coming over. They've got a lot of pep in the step there.
I mean, this is really big for Dawson. You're playing the #1 team in the region, and chance to knock them off at home. It's huge. But, no shot clock now. If the Bobcats can just handle the ball and maintain it for 13 seconds, then they're going to be fine. But I'm sure when people see the score in the paper, they're going to be a little surprised.
Now it's passed, be a quick foul.
And this is where that new rule last year that came in about the 1-and-1 to eliminate a lot of this. Right here's where you just really need to play good defense.
Hardy picks up his third, and boy, Gilmer got really fortunate there that thing got whistled when it did. Otherwise, that was about to be a turnover.
Yep.
That one was on Hardy, his third, who has been generally the source of the offense for the most part tonight here for the Tigers.
And Mulkey, I mean, all of his scoring's come in the second half.
And he makes the first one. He makes them both. Double figures from Lewis Mulkey. Dawson will run. Gilmer will put a little pressure on. Gonna have to have a 3 to tie. 3-pointer to tie.
Oh my gosh.
Caden Reed with ice water.
I'm telling you, that is something else. Mulkey's free throws down here on the other end were huge. Yeah.
Saved the Bobcats. We're going to overtime here in LJ. A quick timeout and overtime basketball. 59-59 here on ETC.
Years of dedication, sacrifice, desire. It's all come down to this one moment. Game day. Where only the strong survive, and the warrior with the best barbecue sauce always wins. Shane's Rib Shack, where every day is game day.
Coach, you've been in these games before. The momentum that you can pick up from just a buzzer shot to send it to overtime.
Well, I mean, really, you know, the thing about it is, all the momentum goes to Dawson because they make that shot. Gilmer didn't expect it to even be a game, and, you know, just kind of deflated right there. But it's a new game now.
And they're already coming off the floor in some of these timeouts, kind of lethargic, slow walking. With Dawson fired up. And you're right, those free throws down there saved Gilmer.
And, you know, the foul trouble, this is where it's going to come into to play here.
So 59 all here, 4 minutes to settle it. Gilmer's undefeated region play streak is on the line here. Dawson.
I'm going to tell you what, Dawson outscored him 8 points in the fourth quarter. I mean, really, we thought that the Bobcats had it in control.
Mulkey gets the overtime scoring underway here. He's got double figures now. Floater in the lane, count that one. Caden Reed. Reed made the three-pointer to send us to overtime. Boy, you keep knocking on the door. They're going to get there eventually. Dawson shot threes all day long. Never could get them to fall, and then they started falling in the fourth quarter.
They really did. And that just gives them more confidence. I mean, can you imagine how confident they are in this overtime?
House money. That one's short. Some contact. And
you know,
Gilmer going to pick a whistle up there.
I really can't believe that. I mean, Kiker really had a lot more contact the first time than he caught it the second time. So,
and that is his fifth.
That technical has come back into play here because that counted as a personal foul also.
And there's some discussion there at the table.
So
Kiker will be done. That's his fifth. Hardy misses it.
They have been so good at the line tonight.
Keeps us tied at 61. Well, Gilmer, some of these passes. That one's short. Dawson with the rebound.
I tell you, you can just see the more time that goes on, the more Dawson is just confident.
And that one's on Sumner. That's his fourth.
Yep. I tell you what, you keep giving them chances at the line.
They're going to get you with these things here eventually. Dawson has its first lead of the game here with 2:14 to go in overtime.
Not what anybody expected.
Not at all. Hardy makes them both. He's got 19 points here tonight, and it's a 2-point lead for Dawson. It's first of the game.
And this is where Gilmer, they just really kind of need to settle down.
Yep.
Get back to what they do well.
Get that ball inside. You wonder how much that injury is hampering Carter, although he's made some baskets, and that was way off the mark. Dawson, opportunity to make it a two-possession game. Gilmer steals it away. Here's Mulkey coming back down. He doesn't have numbers.
Mulkey's had a big second half.
Yes, he has. Stop and shoot. Put it in. Ethan Banks, he's got 23 now. We're tied at 63. Minute 20 to go in overtime. All right, Chris Wong, you're getting a little extra basketball here for the State Farm.
A little breakdown on defense there.
Luke Mulberry, 6 points now. 2-point lead for Dawson, a minute to go.
That's a long three, yeah. I don't think that's really the shot they needed.
No, that was a poor choice shot-wise there for the Cats. Down 2. Defense is going to need to step up here.
And once again, the shot clock comes into play.
Yeah. Even if they run it down, Gilmer's going to have about 15 seconds to work with.
They've kind of done a good job on their inbounds plays tonight.
Well, Gilmer's going to get a reach in there on Ethan Banks.
That's his first one of the night.
23 points. Leads the Gilmer scoring, leads all scorers. Here's Hardy at the line. Misses it. Gilmer still got a prayer. Down 3 with 20 seconds to go. Nearly loses the ball. Boy, he thought about a 3 and had a lane for it. 9 seconds to go. Here's a deep 3 for the Cats. This one's off the mark. Fighting for it underneath. He's pinned up and going to get a shove.
I'll tell you what, you look at the look on Coach Heiss's face, he can just feel it. He just knows.
Yep.
That they were taken down tonight.
Foul's going to be on Cade Carter. That'll be his 3rd. And that'll send Trey Hardy back to the line with 3 seconds to go to make this a 2-possession lead.
This is definitely not what we expected tonight.
No, it's not. Dawson sending everybody back deep here. That one is missed. Gilmer chunks it down. And Dawson comes into LJ and defeats the Bobcats, handing the Cats its first loss of the season, 67-63 in overtime here tonight on the back of 21 points from Trey Hardy. And Coach, you're right. We did not anticipate this at all tonight.
I think we could say this is a shocker.
Yeah. Give a lot of credit to Dawson.
Yeah, I mean, they really, I think they were outmanned, but they came in, they played hard, they were scrappy, just hustled. But, sometimes a loss is good. I mean, you hate to say that, but kind of gets your attention going into Christmas here, and you'll learn from it.
And if you were going to lose one, you're going to have a time off there for the break. Coach has definitely got a lot to get their attention with now and talk about some things in practice.
Yeah, definitely.
What a game here tonight from LJ, as Gilmer no longer undefeated here, as the Bobcats now 9-1 on the season, be 3-1 in region play. Dawson moves to 2-8 on the season and going to go to 2-2 in region play. And at a critical time for Dawson, you really, before the meat of region play gets going, you bury yourself in the standings. You're back to 500.
That's right.
Going to have some time off here to work on some things. Got to be a confidence booster.
It really does. And I'm going to tell you, the free throws tonight, I feel like that was a huge difference because they stepped up to the line and they made a lot of their free throws and got some clutch threes right there at the end of the fourth quarter. And, huge boost for Dawson. But like I say, Bobcats got to regroup and sometimes a loss is good.
Absolutely. A lot to work on here out of this game for sure for Gilmer. The scoring started early and then just really went quiet. And like you mentioned, the longer you let Dawson hang around, you could tell they got more and more confident.
I mean, I kept saying that, but I didn't really think it would happen. You know, I really thought that the Bobcats were going to just kind of take control and go ahead and just pull away. But and they started to do that, but then just kind of let up a little bit, I think. So,
Lady Tigers a winner in our first game here this evening, and then the Dawson Tigers a 67-63 shocker in overtime here tonight, handing the Gilmer Bobcats its first loss of the season. For Coach Enos and our entire ETC crew, Caleb Frady saying so long here. Here tonight, 67-63 in overtime. Thanks for making us part of your Friday night. If we don't see you before Christmas, have a very Merry Christmas.
How prepared is your family if disaster shows up at your doorstep? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov.